Hello Soul Family, my name is Gita and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. So the title of this video is going to be, like, the tarot cards are going to answer your question, yes or no, and they have guidance with them as well, one guidance card, one oracle card. If the cards are in the reverse, if most of the cards, like there's 5 cards, it's like say 3 or more are in the reverse, the answer is no. If there's more cards versus less cards in the upright position, the answer is yes. Okay, I'm also going to try and make sure I say if it's yes or no, but I just want to say that and clarify that before I get started so everybody knows that most of the cards, if most of the cards are in the upright, the answer is yes, and if most of the cards are in the reverse, the answer is no. So I have 8 options here. I do suggest using a pendulum to pick out what your answer is going to be. So you have your question, it's a yes or no question, and then you use your pendulum. And if you don't know how to use a pendulum, you can also take a pendulum. You can make a pendulum. All you need is any necklace with a chain, you know, a pendant of some sort, anything, any heavy object that you can put on the end of a string, any kind of dangly object. It doesn't have to be a crystal. You can use as a pendulum. You can make a pendulum. There's pendulums everywhere, all surrounding you. Also, you can find them pretty cheaply. Like this one was like about 10 bucks or something. On Amazon, you can get them even under 5 bucks, okay? So you ask your question. When you first use your pendulum, you should also program it, is what I always do. Maybe some other people have other things. So you say, so the answer is this way for yes. So this is the answer for yes. You swing it this way purposely. And then you say, if the answer is no, you swing it this way. And then you ask your question, you know, is the answer to my question with number 1? And you'll say yes or no. Is the answer to my question for number 2? You know, and that's what you do. And so on. So you can also ask multiple questions. So you can say, think of one question and then ask which one it is for the one question, and then you can think and ask about another question and see what the pendulum says. So anyways, before I get started, I just want to say really quickly, if you like this kind of video, please let me know by giving my video a thumbs up. Also, I really appreciate everyone who's been supporting my channel, everyone who is liking my videos regularly. I really appreciate you. Everyone who is subscribed, I really appreciate you. Without you, I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't be where I am today. So I really, really appreciate you, and I really want to convey that to you. Also, YouTube has been unsubscribing people, so please make sure you check your subscriptions, make sure you're subscribed. And also, every weekend I do live psychic readings, and if you turn on post notifications, then you can be notified when I go live. So you can come and you can watch, you can spectate, or you can see what it's like to get a private reading from me. Or I do private video readings, but these are not private, they're public, okay, but they're personal readings, okay? So you can see what it's like, you can get the gist and get an idea of how I read when I do personal readings. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you know, subscribe, hit the post notifications so you can be notified when I do go live, so you can see. Also, we do have fun in there. There's a lot of people in the chat. You can come and communicate. You know, you can communicate with me. You can ask me questions. So if it's something you're interested in, you know, make sure you go ahead and turn on those post notifications. Also, in the video description is where you're going to find instructions and information on different private readings I do. I can customize a reading for you if you need to be, like I have limited space on how many characters I can put down in the video description. So like I have past life readings not down there. So that's one thing. The past life readings though are like the same time frame and cost as and needed things as the deceased loved ones reading. But anyways, you can see all the information on how to get a video, like a private video reading. So what I do is I record a video, and it's just for you. You order your video reading, and you ask your questions through the email, and then I make a video for you personally, just for you, that with a link that only you can click on. And then you can watch it as many times as you want, forever and ever. I don't delete them. I haven't had any reason to ever delete any. And so far I haven't had YouTube delete any, so that's good. So anyways, also in the video description is where you're going to find your timestamps. This is the timestamps for each one of these. This is going to be option number 1 with the heart rose quartz, option number 2 with the heart amethyst, option number 3 with the clear quartz heart, option number 4 with the heart-shaped tiger's eye, option number 5 with the green aventurine in the pyramid, option number 6 with the pyramid amethyst, option number 7 with the pyramid lapis lazuli, and option number 8 with the pyramid yellow aventurine. So you can go ahead and pause the video and take as long as you need, but I'm going to go ahead and get started and tell you if your answer to your questions, yes or no. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 1 with the heart-shaped rose quartz, and let's go ahead and find out if the answer to your question is yes or no and figure out what the guidance is. All right, so first we have the page of coins, or the page of pentacles in the upright. We have the page of swords in the reverse. We have the 4 of cups in the reverse. Excuse me. We have the 2 of swords in the reverse. And we have the 8 of swords in the upright. And the guidance for this, which I will read after we go over these cards, is number 40, co-create. This is the guidance for your situation. I will, depending on if you have a relationship situation or if this is not a relationship situation, I'm going to be reading both the general message and the relationship message. All right, so the answer here is 3 is in the reverse, so the answer is no. So in the center here, we have the 4 of cups in the reverse. So this person, or this situation, I shouldn't say person because it's going to be different for different things. But with the 4 of cups in the reverse, is about taking a time out to contemplate your feelings in the upright. But when it's in the reverse, it can indicate a time to come out of that. Also, it can indicate a missed opportunity or choosing to miss opportunity. In the upright, it can indicate boredom and not paying attention. I feel like that for the most part, for the 4 of cups in the reverse, 9 times out of 10 for me, it's about a person who is coming out of contemplating their feelings. But if it's not about a person, it's about a missed opportunity. So we have the page of coins, okay, the page of pentacles. I feel like that could indicate an offer, a solid offer, some kind of, or communication. All of the pages are about communication. Okay, that could be a physical communication, but the page of coins is earth energy, and it's about a solid offer. I feel like it's an offer, but not a very big offer, like maybe a small offer. We have the page of swords in reverse. That could be difficult. This could indicate a difficult communication. It could indicate someone watching someone's social media, not communication, blocked communication, deception, and like someone not quite telling the truth. Also, immature communication, blocked immature communication. We have the 2 of swords in the reverse, which can indicate, so this is really talking about communication a lot. So the 2 of swords in the reverse can indicate a silent treatment, and usually it's a silent treatment in order to coerce someone into doing something. Okay, but it can just indicate a silent treatment. And the 2 of swords is about making a choice. Okay, so I also can indicate refusing to make a choice. Okay, with the 8 of swords is about feeling like trapped and limited, but only in your thoughts, in your head. With the 8 of swords, this person, if it's about a person, it can be someone who is like overthinking. Okay, someone who is also in a victim type mentality. All right, so let's go ahead and read this, number 40. So the essential meaning of this card is creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and manifestation. And the general oracle message is, you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. And the relationship message for this card is connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 1. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 2. Alright, so here we have the cards for option number 2 with the amethyst heart, and let's go ahead and find out if the answer to your question is yes or no. All right, so first we have the Sun in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse, we have the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Empress in the reverse. And for your guidance, we have Yang, number 1. All right, so the answer to this question that you're asking is a hard no. All the cards are in the reverse, but let's go over what the cards mean and see if they help you understand your situation any better or help bring some light to the situation. So the Queen of Coins is someone who, it could be a female or a male, but usually it leans more towards the feminine, it could be someone who's a mother, someone who's very abundant, okay, but and someone who's very nurturing. But someone in the reverse is someone who is kind of like maybe depressed, someone who's taking very good care of themselves. They're not eating right, they're not exercising, they're not sleeping properly. It can indicate a person who is depressed. But if it's in a money situation, it can indicate a lack of abundance, okay? Or feeling a lack. Someone who's feeling a lack of abundance. And with the Sun in the reverse, I mean, the Sun is still a very positive card, but this is also a no, I feel. Because in the upright, the Sun is a yes. But in the reverse, I feel like it's definitely saying a no. The Sun in the reverse can indicate being burnt out, feeling dim, someone who is a painful truth, and it can also indicate that, or a lack of clarity in a situation. The High Priestess in the reverse can talk about silence and difficulty with sexuality. The High Priestess in the reverse is also, is spiritual, but it's also can indicate a secret. Usually it does indicate some kind of secret, something that's not being said. The Five of Swords in the reverse is a card that is about like assessing things after a battle. Like after you've had a battle and you're trying to fix things up, maybe it could be a battle with yourself, it could be a battle with another person. But it can indicate also someone who's wanting to make an apology potentially. Either way, it's about recovering after a battle. We have the Empress in the reverse. The Empress has a kind of a similar meaning as the Sun in some ways, because it also means being burnt out. This also the Empress is someone who is an embodiment of an earth sign. So this is like Leo energy. This is Taurus energy. The High Priestess is Cancer. The Empress in the reverse is someone, it can indicate someone who is like burnt out, someone who's being possessive, someone's being like really clingy, someone who is, it's like clingy is the right word, but that was another word I was going to use. Also, it can indicate a lack of abundance as well. If I was saying this is about a person, this would be a lot of disharmony in the situation. and be this person, if it was just a person, it would be someone who's going through a lot of lack. Okay, someone who's feeling a strong sense of lack in their life. Someone who's not in a very good place emotionally. The Empress in the reverse, you know, being burnt out. Let's see, possessive, smothering, clingy. And then let's go ahead and see what Yang says. And if this is about a relationship situation, go ahead and listen to the relationship guidance. But I'll also be reading just the general guidance too, in case it's not about a relationship situation. All right, so the essential meaning of this card is the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. So it says Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. And the relationship message for this card is circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where to stand. In matters of the heart, there is movement towards your highest good. So go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now's the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead. Anyways, that is all that I have for option number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 3. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 3 with the clear quartz heart. And let's go ahead and find out if the answer is yes or no. So we have Temperance in the reverse. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Knight of Cups. Strength. And the Hermit. And the guidance oracle card we have here is number 9, Treasure Island. And I will be reading the general meaning and the relationship meaning. So we have 1, 2, 3 in the reverse. 2 in the reverse, and we have 1, 2, 3 in the upright. So the answer for this question is yes. So let's go ahead and talk about what the cards mean. So the central meaning of this card, of this reading, is always, when it comes to 5 cards, the center. This is like the main artery of the reading when it comes to 5 cards. And with the Knight of Cups, it's about someone who is dreamy, romantic, looking for love. It can indicate spiritual, like a spiritual type of quest, or seeking like spirituality. And it can indicate an offer of love. Okay, Temperance in the reverse can indicate either refusing to compromise on a situation or overly compromising. Also, it can indicate an imbalance in a situation where peace and harmony can be involved. Okay, where it is desired and involved. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, and the upright is someone who is like, could be a mother who's very loving and nurturing, and someone who could be a teacher, someone who is a psychic, someone who can be very empathic. But in the reverse, this person is someone who is feeling very vulnerable and moody. Okay, also this can indicate someone who is a water sign. Doesn't have to be though. Let's see, Temperance is also Sagittarius. Strength is Leo, and Hermit is Virgo. The Queen of Cups can be Cancer or Gemini, and the Knight of Cups can be Pisces, Aquarius. So with strength, this is about having courage, feeling brave, you know. It can indicate, you know, having strength feeling confident. Okay. Also, this card can come up when you're trying to control your animal instincts. The Hermit is about reflection on things. It can be reflecting on anything. Usually, though, it's something to do with wisdom, and it can have to do with spirituality. All right, so we have number 9, Treasure Island. So the essential meaning of this card is the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. The general oracle message is, you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all the long hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally in all aspects of your life at this time. You have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. And the relationship message for this card is, your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Anyways, that is all that I have for option number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. And I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 4. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 4 with the tiger's eye, the heart-shaped tiger's eye. And let's go ahead and find out if the answer is yes or no. So the first card we have is the 10 of Cups. By the way, I have not looked at these cards. Then we have the Magician. The 8 of Wands. The 10 of Wands in the reverse. And the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And the guidance oracle card is number 15, Time to Go. So the answer to this one is, we have 1, 2, 3 in the upright and 2 in the reverse, and the answer is yes. So let's go ahead and figure out what are all these cards meaning. All right, so we have the 10 of Cups, which is the happy family card. It's happy family, abundance, it's joy. It's like, oh, I'm so happy. The Magician is about manifesting. It can also be about illusion, but it's about manifesting things that you want. Or whoever wants, whatever you're talking about. The 8 of Wands is fast-moving, rushing energy in the upright. It can indicate air travel. It can also indicate like fast movement, and like, so if something is going to happen, if this has had to do with a time frame, it's going to be very soon. Okay. Also, did I say, okay, so communication, air travel, yeah, fast moving. All right, so the 10 of Wands in the reverse. The 10 of Wands in the reverse is like someone, it can indicate a person who is really super weighed down with things that are going on in their life. It would, like if it was about a person, it'd be someone who has a really full plate, someone who is feeling like a bit like they're doing so much that they feel like a martyr. They feel like they're not being really appreciated. They're feeling like they're doing everything all on their own. We do have 2 10s here, so this does indicate with an ending of a cycle. And the beginning of a new one, we have the Ace of Swords. It is in the reverse, which can indicate a delay, but it is still the Ace of Swords. So we have 2 10s and an ace. That would indicate something like that. And if you think about it, the Magician isn't like an ace too, it's number 1. But with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it can indicate a lack of clarity, confusion, deception, someone who's lying, blocked communication, or lack of communication, or difficult communication. All right, so number 45, time to go. So let's see what the guidance is in the situation. So the essential meaning of this card is endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. So we do see endings of something here. It says, so that the general oracle message is, you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. All right, so then also there is the relationship message. And the relationship message is, it's over. Or at the very least, the form of this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember that's the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. Anyways, that is all that I have for option number 4. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 5. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 5 with the green aventurine pyramid. And let's go ahead and find out if the answer is yes or no. All right, so first we have the Ace of Cups. Then we have the 6 of Coins or 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 9 of Cups. And we also have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. And then for your guidance card, we have the Oracle card number 34, a leg up. And it does have polar bears in it, which can indicate someone who's very powerful and protective. All right, so we have 1, 2 cards in the upright and 1, 2, 3 in the reverse. So the answer is no. Hopefully it's positive for you because the other cards are pretty positive. So let's talk about what the cards mean. So the artery of the reading with the 9 of Coins in the reverse is indicating someone who's wanting to become more self-sufficient and independent. Also, it can indicate a person who is wanting to become single, like if they're in a relationship already, they're wanting to like maybe break up or something. It's somebody who is wanting to become single. Also, it can indicate, you know, someone who is wanting to become, you know, more self-sufficient and independent. And also it can indicate a lack of money or difficulty with money. With the Ace of Cups, it's about love, new love, flowing intuition. The 6 of Coins or 6 of Pentacles in the reverse can indicate expecting someone to give you something. So it may be expecting a gift, expecting someone, you know, to maybe someone who's expecting a handout, which would go along with this leg up card. I'm definitely seeing some money situations here. All right, so, and with the 9 of Cups, it's about wish fulfillment. Okay, being happy and joy. Not quite 10 cups, but it's about happiness and joy and wishes coming true. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, which can indicate apprehension and uncertain future. So let's go ahead and see what this card is. So I will be reading the essential meaning, the general oracle meaning, and the relationship meaning, depending on if this is a relationship reading or not. So number 34. All right, so the essential meaning of this card is receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. The oracle message says, you've come to a point where going alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. And the relationship message says, relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask, and it is given. Anyways, that is all that I have for option number 5. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 6. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 6. If I can grab it, with the amethyst pyramid. And let's go ahead and find out if the answer is yes or no. All right, so first we have the Ace of Coins, or the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Nine of Swords. I'm like listening to, I'm listening to like this ambient, like ASMR rain with wind chimes, but I think there's legit rain outside right now too, so I guess it's fitting. I'm hearing it raining right now really loud. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Wow. And we also have the Lovers. So let me know if this is a love reading or not. Geez, this seems like one. All right, and then the oracle card we have is number 43, Deep Knowing. So what do these cards mean? What is this? Okay, so we have, what is the answer, yes or no, first of all? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the upright, 1 in the reverse. The answer is yes. Okay, if the question was, does this person love you? I definitely think that the answer is yes. So in the middle right here, we have the Nine of Wands, which is about feeling guarded. It's also the Wounded Warrior card. So somebody who's gone through a lot and been hurt a lot, and so their guard is up. Okay. It is also about like lessons gained, like lessons learned through experience. So we have the Ace of Coins, which is about healthy new beginnings. Okay, it also can indicate like something, maybe if there's an offer, a small offer, or just the beginning of something. That all the aces are like seeds, and there's the energy is there, but they have to be grasped in order to have anything come out of them. But it can indicate a new beginning. The Nine of Swords is about depression, anxiety, sleepless nights, that kind of thing, worrying. The Two of Cups can indicate an imbalance in a love situation. Also can talk about, you know, if you were together with somebody and you broke up and then you want to get back together. It can talk about just an imbalance in general. It can talk about requited love. It can talk about all sorts of stuff like that. But most of the time it does more than anything indicate. See, there's just snake too. This snake is getting my attention. And the snake is about desire. No, it's not a snake. It's like a peacock. Ooh, that's even better. Oh no, it came out with a snake. I don't know. I was getting the vibe of desire coming through on this. Like desiring the Ace of Pentacles. But the Two of Cups can indicate like an imbalance. It can indicate someone who has broken up and want to get back together, or just breaking up in general, like the end of a relationship. But the Lovers here, it is about love and union, okay? But it's also about a choice. That's what the card originally was called, the Choice. So it could be a choice in love. It can necessarily not have to do with two people that they have to choose between. I mean, it definitely can, but it can also indicate a choice between something and you. Okay, it doesn't have to be a love interest. It could be something like a job or money or situation or something like that. Kids, it could be family members, something other than you. So it can indicate a choice, but also love and union. All right, so let's go ahead and read this. I will be reading the essential meaning, the general reading, and the general meaning, and the relationship meaning. All right, so number 43, deep knowing. So the essential meaning of this card is intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. It says intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available and the limitations of human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then know, then act accordingly. You're now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune into and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. So the relationship message for this, and also if this is a relationship like question, it can actually, the both meanings can, can be applied. So, and if this is a relationship situation, I would not be surprised if this was a twin flame type thing. So it says there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and then suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly into the soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about this person that you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. So if your question is this person love you, the answer is yes. If your question was if this person is your twin flame or soulmate, the answer is definitely yes. But I'm picking up that some of you are asking that and you're landing on this one. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 6. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 7. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 7 with the lapis lazuli pyramid. And let's go ahead and find out if the answer is yes or no to your question. So first we have the Emperor in the reverse. Then we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands. We have Judgment in the reverse. we have the Tower in the reverse. And then your Oracle card, which is the guidance for the situation, is number 5, Orphaned. And I will be reading the general message and the relationship message. So we have, as the answer yes or no, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the reverse and 1 in the upright. So the answer is no. All right, so what do these cards mean? So we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands can indicate a new start, a new beginning. Also, it can indicate a something sexual. This is like a phallic energy, also very creative energy. A passionate new beginning. The Emperor in the reverse is someone who is controlling, typically. Someone who is manipulative. You know, it's a very controlling energy. Let me see. We do have the Emperor is Aries energy, the Tower is Aries energy, and Judgment is Scorpio energy. Set of Wands in the reverse can indicate that when it's in the upright, it's like standing up for what you believe in. Is that right? Yeah. Standing up for what you believe in. I was like trying to picture the actual picture in my head. But standing up for what you believe in, you know, fighting for that. And when the Seven of Wands is in the reverse, and it can indicate difficulty in doing that. Okay, someone who's having a hard time standing up for what they believe in, backing down from a situation. Sometimes it's called for to do that, and sometimes it can be a problem when you need to stand up for what you believe in, stand up for yourself perhaps even, and have difficulty in doing that. Judgment in the reverse can indicate, you know, a decision that is wanting to be made or a decision that has been made. Also, it can indicate feeling judged or being judged. You know, either feeling like someone's judging you or you're judging someone else, that type of thing. It can go either way. Also, Judgment can indicate a calling from Spirit. See how it has an angel blowing his trumpet, calling the people. So it can indicate a divine intervention in this situation, which I feel like that definitely it could be part of, for some of that could be the divine intervention is meant to happen for this Tower moment. And I feel like that when it's in the reverse, it can indicate it not happening yet. The Tower in the reverse can indicate a warning. It can indicate surmounting pressure, like something is about to happen for the Tower in the reverse. But definitely it's like shook foundations, things changing, things coming apart so they can be reorganized in the correct way that they should be. All right, so number 5, Orphans. Let's see what this has to say. So the essential meaning of this card is a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. It says, the general oracle message says, we were all meant to have connections with other people, within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way that you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. So, now the relationship message for this card is, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you're in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. So definitely, I can see definitely Spirit intervening. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 7. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and now move on to option number 8. Alright, so here we have the cards for option number 8 with the yellow aventurine. And let's go ahead and find out if the answer is yes or no. So the first card we have is the Two of Coins, or the Two of Pentacles. Then we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. We have the Devil. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And we have Justice. And the Oracle card is number 8, the Tribe. This is your guidance for your situation. I'll be reading the relationship message and the general Oracle message because maybe you're not asking about a relationship situation. Alright, so is the answer yes or no? So we have 1, 2, 3 cards in the upright, 2 in the reverse. The answer is yes. Okay, so let's talk about what these cards mean. So we have the Devil in the middle, which indicates feeling limited or restricted. Okay, it's definitely talking about restriction. Okay, it can indicate, you know, right here, you know how it has 2 people who are bound together. It can indicate toxic energy, but also it can indicate sexual, like bondage, like feeling bonded to someone in a sexual way. In this situation currently, I feel like it's more talk about restriction than anything. We have the Two of Coins, the Two of Wands, okay, and Justice. So there's a lot of indication of a Libra energy going on here, and Capricorn energy is the main energies I'm getting here. Okay. So there's a lot of twos of things. So this is about, it could indicate definitely making some kind of choice. Okay. But the Two of Coins is talking about juggling 2 things or more than one thing, juggling them, trying to look like maybe like it's not affecting you or it's not bothering anybody, that there could be a turbulent energy or feeling stressed or overwhelmed, but really juggling things fine and keeping up with things. Okay. Also, it can indicate someone who's pretending like everything is fine when they're not. With the Two of Wands in the reverse, it can indicate an apprehension about the future, about apprehension about making a choice. You know, the Two of Wands, the person staying there and they're contemplating the future. In the reverse, it can indicate a pause in that situation or a delay. But maybe there's maybe a delay in making a choice. But generally, it can mean like apprehension about making a choice or apprehension about an uncertain future. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Ten of Swords in general is about, you know, betrayal, like loss, feeling it like you're at rock bottom. In the reverse, it can indicate wanting a fresh start or recovery from being at rock bottom. Then we have Justice, which is about being fair, fairness and balance. All right, so let's see what this Tribe card has to say for your guidance. All right, number 8. The essential meaning of this card is community, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. The general oracle message is, this card signals a new affiliation with a group, Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our tribes, families, and communities. In a tribe, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the tribe, your presence is needed. And the relationship message for this card is you're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. There are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another, accepting the truth that everyone has flaws as part of that dance. Yet, you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You're in the perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. Anyways, that's all that I have for option number 8. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and I want to wish you a happy day or night. God bless.